Hi there, I'm Henry Smith from IamWealthyandRich.com. Thanks for joining me today, and I'm talking to you actually. The term I am wealthy and rich is a term I use currently myself, and the I am wealthy and rich affirmation statement is a statement that I would like you to start using from now on a daily, several times a day on a daily basis, and in order to attract wealth. Now, the IamWealthyandRich.com is all about is showing people how to understand the game of money and play it well on a basic and advanced level. So, as far as the basic is concerned, we have some free training which is divided into two parts: the mindset training, in order to develop, first of all, the right mindset of financial intelligence. Also, most importantly, a wealth and prosperity mindset, as opposed to a poverty mindset or a limited mindset. Most people suffer from, instead of having possibility thinking, most people have possibility blindness. And we have the training that will open your mind up so that you can start to develop that wealth and prosperity mindset and attract the wealth that you deserve. And we make that freely available. And it's also a basic investment strategy to get started and invest in digital assets. I should mention the disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an accountant, and investments can be risky. Do your own due diligence and do your own research. Understand that past performance are no indication of future profits. So it's very important that you seek advice, for professional advice as well. And do not invest more money than you can afford to lose. So with that said, I started my investments really, I would say, monetarily last summer, 2020, May, June, and they've grown dramatically, close to 1,000% in that time. So on the overall. So obviously, I had the right information, but it's like I said, it took two things to get there. One was the wealth and prosperity mindset. The second, I needed the investment information, the investment strategy. And like I said, I can give you access to both of those. That I'm only talking about what's worked for me. Now, what I've been doing is that every day since February, I've been tracking the figures. February this year, that is, I've been tracking the figures of the portfolio, how it's been going up and down, up and down. And it does go up and down, but usually in an upward direction. So today is time for me to add today's figures. And I'm going to do that right now by showing my screen. And that's the website, by the way, IamWealthyandRich.com. And I'll show you that in a minute after I finish updating the figures. So the IamWealthyandRich.com, sorry, the spreadsheet is here. So here's the spreadsheet, which started updating on the 1st of February. At that time, the portfolio had reached 106,000, and updating it on a daily basis. With green shows when it's gone forward, red shows when it's gone back. So we got forward, back, and so on. At the end of the first month, it had gone forward 37,000 over the 106,000. It's about 1,352 per day, 35.7%. In March, it had gone forward over February, 126,000. That's 87.1%. It's around 4,000 per day. And like I said, we had lots of forwards and backwards, more forwards than backwards, fortunately. And how we are today, and we had a backward yesterday, we're probably going to have a backward today as well, and that's okay because things are just getting ready to go forward. So I don't flinch. It doesn't really bother me because I know what part of the investment cycle we're in, and the research has been done. So these things are bound to happen as the market adjusts itself, and it's important not to panic and make rash decisions based on emotion. I'm not making decisions. This is a strategy. There's not an emotion. So let's go into investment summary. This is where I take my figures from. So this is the dollar amount of a particular portfolio. Consists of So this is a crypto investment asset portfolio. Consists of one Bitcoin and several alternative cryptocurrencies known as altcoins. And what we have today is Bitcoin at 56 and altcoin collection. The total value is 203,000. Sorry, 56,000, not 56, 56,792. The Bitcoin and the altcoins is 203 and 1,655. That's what it is. So, and this is the pounds value on the right hand side. So I shall put this figure in, starting this one here, and this is the overall amount, by the way, yeah, on the top. So it's certainly down from yesterday, and that's fine. That means the market's making an adjustment and a correction, and it will then be heading upwards. So here we are, 203,655. So the time, it's not the date, the time. 203,655, and what was that? 22. 205,655, 22.22. And then if I bring that down, that's obviously a lot less than yesterday, so it's another minus. And so that will stay in red. And it's important to understand that's the nature of cryptocurrencies. You know, they are volatile and they move up and down. But when you're on the right part of the cycle, it's an up and down in an upward motion. As you can see, as we are over 106. If we're not moving in an upward motion, we would still be, you know, in the 100,000s. So the overall figure here is 260,488. 260,488.03. 260,488.03. So that bring that down there again. That is a minus 23,000. So that's great. So, you know, so we want basically, you know, 260. So it's 150 something over the 154 over this. So we're certainly moving in the right direction. And, you know, the next few months are going to be very, very interesting. So that's how we do that. Going back to the other side I was talking about, on this site, I'm Wealthy and Rich, where I put the previous videos. You can watch previous videos, and you can go to the actual channel if you like, click on that, and actually like the video, follow, like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. And here's where you can access the free training for the mindset, the millionaire mindset and investment strategy. It's free. So put your name and email address in there. I'll send it to you straight away. You can apply it, implement it exactly as I teach it. Now I'm using free resources, but I put my own spin on how to combine them. Apply it exactly as I recommend you do it, and you will see results. You know, they work for lots of people, but you've got to apply them diligently. Okay. So like I said, most people, they fail to achieve their financial goals in life is because most people don't follow instructions exactly as they should be followed. Okay, follow these instructions, and you'll find ways of even if you don't have money to invest, follow the wealth and prosperity mindset training, and a world of opportunities will open up to you. You'll start to adopt possibility thinking attitude as opposed to possibility blindness, which is most people are suffering from. Possibility blindness. Oh, this can't be done. This can't be done. There's no point of doing this. There's no hope here. There's no hope there. No hope everywhere. And so with that type of thinking, the world, the universe, the hidden gems around you remain shut. Okay? Shut. Because for the person of possibility blindness, they have decreed it so. But for the person of possibility thinking, same thing, they have decreed it so. The world of opportunities opens up, and you can open up and see opportunities, see things that most people would have missed, and be able to attract capital and start the investment with the right investment strategy. Like I said, they've got a basic investment strategy there, which is very good foundation. And if you already an investor already, you're going to want to apply for what our altcoins are. You can apply to get one of our webinars. We can show you how to get access to that as well. But you really got to understand what's happening, folks. You know, this is time to preserve your wealth or attract, grow your wealth. If you're either trying to preserve your wealth or grow your wealth, you need something that will move faster than the cost of inflation. And the currency that we're familiar with is moving backwards at a certain rate. So you need to be earning money. It's moving back anywhere from 10 to 15% annually. So you need to be earning 10% more each year just to stay still. Just to stay still, not to move ahead. So if you're not earning 10 to 15% each year, you're not moving forward. You're just standing still. If you're not doing that, you're going backwards, first of all. If you're going anywhere, you're not earning anywhere less than 10% more each year than you did the previous year, you're moving backwards financially. Your purchasing power is being debased. However, if you are earning 15%, 10 to 15% annually, not annually, increased by 10 to 15% every year, you're just keeping up with the cost. It means your power of your purchasing power is staying stationary, which means that if you had 100,000 pounds or dollars, it will still be 100,000 pounds or dollars in 5 years' time. The purchasing power will be the same. But who wants to be the same anyway? That's not progress. That's called stagnation. If you want to move ahead of inflation, you need to invest in assets that are going forward 100% a year, 200% a year. You see what I mean? Or more. Okay. In the last, like I said, 10 months, my portfolio has gone forward over 1,000%. Well, not actually, it's not over 1,000%, a little bit, but about 1,000%. Around 1,000, but 980 something, close to 1,000%. So that is way better than 15% per year, which would just make you stand still. And if you're earning, you get relying on a pay raise from the employer of 2% or 1% or 5%, well, you're going backwards, because the rate of inflation, true inflation, is 10 to 15% per year. So it's beating you by 7.5 to 12.5%. That's how far people are going backwards. Okay, and if you do that for 5 years, well, that's half of you'll be 50% poorer than you were the previous 5 years. And the question is, do you want that? Is that what you want? Well, if the answer obviously is no, everyone's going to say, no, I don't want that. But at the same time, they say, no, they don't want that, but they're not willing to do anything to change that. So, you need to start making changes in what you invest in order to slow that down and reverse it and then get ahead of it. And it's very simple to do. So first of all, get the free training, apply to get on one of our webinars, and then you'll get more education, and then you'll be able to get the strategies that you can use to basically not be affected by what's going to affect billions of people. In the so-called developed worlds, yeah, it's 10 to 15%, but in many developing nations, it's 60% devaluation, because they got a compounding devaluation, because number one, they're dependent on the dollar. Their currencies are no good anyway, and which are going down at 20-30%. But because they're dependent on the dollar, which is also going down 15%, there's a multiplication effect of their debasement multiplied by the dollar debasement. It's not a happy figure. And so many developing countries are wondering why things are so hard, because the US dollar is the reserve currency of the world. So most currencies are correlated to the US dollar, which in itself is not it's not a good thing. Let me see if I can find this picture. I had a image yesterday to show you kind of what I mean. Trying to find it on my daily videos. Where is it? Images. So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. Let's share my screen here. Just briefly before I go, I just want to share this with you. Share screen. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this is fact. The currency has been devaluing. This is the US dollar, by the way, the Federal Reserve. Gradually, you know, it's been ongoing for decades, but it's been such a gradual process. Most people haven't really noticed it. It's not been dramatic. Okay, it's really hard here, steady here, then this is what's happening now. Why it's so critical now? Because of this sharp upward motion is showing you how aggressively this devaluation has been. Okay, as the Federal Reserve prints money on an unprecedented level in the trillions. Okay, you know, 1.9 trillion plus another 2 point something trillion they want to do for capital investment, infrastructure investment. Okay, who do you think that comes from? So this is going to be the enemy of your purchasing power. If you add more money into the circle, you dilute what is already there. If somebody has shares of a company, you have like, I don't know, 10 shares, and it's just, you know, you're 50% owner of the company. If this guy decides to like dilute your 50% and bring in another 100 people and give them all 10 shares each, you've just gone to maybe 5%. You see what I mean? You've just gone to like 5%. So you've diluted your share. And if you introduce more of anything into something, if there was lots of Picassos, then the Picasso that are available would lose their value. You know, there was more. What's these paintings? What's that painting's name? I can't remember. I'm not really an art person. However, the principle, and even if I go to the next picture, this is what has happened to the US dollar value devaluation over time. It's always gone down. Okay, you know, so if you think that the US dollar is stable, people say, "Oh, Bitcoin is volatile." I submit to you that fiat money, the US dollar, the pound, the what's it called, euro, and the yen, all this fiat money, government issued money, is volatile. If this isn't volatile, tell me what isn't. Okay, so you know what, you know, the US British pound is similar thing as well. British pound was based on the pound of silver. Well, 1 pound of silver, still the same 1 pound of silver it was 370 something years ago. But that hasn't changed. Silver hasn't changed. It's the fiat money that's changed. US dollar was based on gold. Well, 1 ounce of gold is still 1 ounce of gold. It's the US dollar that has changed. So I would say, you know, gold and silver are not volatile. It's more that the fiat money is what's not kept its value, and that is volatile. And 1 Bitcoin is still 1 Bitcoin. It's this price compared to the US dollar. When you convert it to the US dollar, that you see the massive difference. Still 1 Bitcoin. So, you know, don't be fooled by the illusion of so-called security. And, you know, and the government will take care of you. The government doing their best, but they can't take care of everybody. It is your responsibility, our responsibility, to take care of our own financial well-being and provide for ourselves and our family, for financial security for ourselves and our family. And you cannot do that if you stick your head in the sand, okay, and ignore what is happening. Like I said, what is happening here is serious. It's not even like the business as usual when it's just deflating at 2% every year. That's business as usual. When you jump from 2% to 15 to 20%, that is not business as usual. So to walk around, you know, like it's business as usual, well, people who do that will pay the price. Let's put it that way. Okay, so don't pay the price. Don't be a victim. Okay, be a victor. And I shall see you guys on the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. YouTube can share this to more people. Okay, look forward to speaking to you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Look after yourself financially. Remember, I'm wealthy and rich. You are wealthy and rich. Okay, I understand the game of money and play it well, and you will understand the game of money and play it well. That's my mission. Have a great day. Bye.